Welcome back to another episode of Inward News. This is your boy Dre, and if I seem low energy, it's because I am. Lauren Smithfield is finally getting the Gabby Petito treatment after 2 months of inactivity from police. Apparently, she went on a date with a guy from Bumble, and then she was found dead in her apartment after the date, and nobody wanted to investigate because apparently he seemed like a nice guy. You know, that was like the last person to see her alive. Obviously, the world didn't have that, and there was like something needs to be done, and they just kept talking about it. And then when you see the news outlets talk about it, they put her in a bikini, they put him in like hiking clothes, they talk about his job, they try to make it seem like, oh, she was trying to steal this man's money. Come to find, the dude was only like 37. Wasn't like she was trying to hustle him or nothing. It's just the disrespect that black people deal with on a daily is so outrageous that now they can't even hide it, and we're just calling them out every time. Because this woman was murdered with like a bunch of drugs in her system, and nobody thought, oh, investigate the guy that was with her last. Also, she was murdered. Why are you using a picture of her in a bikini, like on vacation? What's that got to do with anything? But yeah, they're now, I think, launching an investigation. And trust me, with the public's eyes on it, they're not going to be able to slip a fast one by us. We're going to call them out at every chance. A Georgia pastor and his wife got caught with 8 disabled people in various conditions locked up in their basement. I don't know how they got the rights over these people, but they were using their benefit checks, for personal gain, using it to pay bills, probably buy nice stuff. The issue is, how did they get permission? Because you got to write that. Like, that's got to be a form to be able to use people's benefit money, even in their name. Like, you got to be an approved person on the list to say that you have the ability to use their money. So I don't know how that worked. Hopefully they're for sure going to hell. Like, you can't be a pastor and be scamming like that. Like, that's ridiculous. That's not even like a side hustle. That's 8 different people. Where are the families of these people? That's another thing. Like, a lot of weird parts in that story. Yeah, okay, so last Halloween, a New Jersey officer wasn't on the clock when he went drunk driving and ended up killing a nurse. Instead of calling it in, the police, freaked out, and he took the body, tossed it in his car, then went home. And then when he got home, his mom told him, like, yo, go put that body back. Why'd you bring a dead body here? So he took the body back to the crime scene. Yeah, so apparently because it was Halloween, the nurse was dressed up as a reindeer. So the dude thought he hit an animal until he saw it was a body, and then he took it. But then his mom had to tell him to bring it back. I think he's facing 12 felony charges, but it's the fact of, you're a cop. He didn't even try to emergency aid. Didn't even try to render first aid. He just picked up the body, took it home, and his mom said, bring it back. So then he brought it back in. I don't know why they're just not finding out about this or how long it's been, but yeah, he's under investigation now. 2 teenage brothers and a friend have been arrested after murdering their stepfather after their little sister accused him of sexual assault. Nothing left to that story. Dude assaulted their sister. They did what they thought was best. That's on them. The FDA had to stop some antibody treatments because apparently they weren't useful against Omicron. So I don't know why we're doing a thing where we're like trying to rapidly toss out vaccines. Like, do the proper research. Like, I get, you can compound on old research if it's similar issues, but constantly tossing out boosters, constantly tossing out all this stuff, like, relax. Do your time. LA is doing for the Super Bowl what every other country does for the Olympics. They're cleaning up and pretending like they care about people. The homeless buildings that I talked about a couple weeks ago about them building all these homeless structures for the homeless people to get them in. You know, it seemed like a good story, but then I found out that they're doing the Super Bowl in LA near that area. So yeah, they're probably just going to clean it up, make it look good for the Super Bowl, you know, while all these people are coming out there, and then funding's going to be lost after the Super Bowl. This is ridiculous. Our country does not care about us. Now on to the y'all hiring segment. Because I've been feeling under the weather, I didn't write any of this out, so I'm about to freestyle these businesses. I don't know if it's Afrory or Afrory, because I know Afro. Afrory Books. Apparently, it's the largest selection of Black authors and illustrators and whatnot in all the libraries. I don't know if it's all of the UK or specifically Brighton, but if you're in London, oh, by the way, all of these are from London. So if you're in London and you want some, you know, Black author books or some books specifically from Black authors, hit them up. They got a huge selection. I think it's everything from very important to like children books. Although children books are very important, do not think that they're mutually exclusive. Yeah, go in, read some, check them out, buy them, you know, all that. The Tote Revolution is a business, not a business, but a store for tote bags. You know, all kinds of totes, cute totes, heavy duty totes, small totes, totes that just look good, totes that are actually useful, you know, totes. It's the Tote Revolution. The revolution will be televised, or at least Instagrammed. So check them out, get you a nice tote, tell them the Ignorant Noodle sent you. And yeah, that's about it. Helena Batenta has the rings, necklaces, pendants, jewelry, knickknacks. Well, not really knickknacks. I think it's all jewelry. All types of different things, you know, custom made or original made. So go check them out if you want nice pieces. Yeah. And the last one is Sunset Beauty. She's a certified home beautician. She does nails, braids, hair, makeup, all that. So it's basically like a one-stop shop. So if you got somewhere to be and you don't want to pay for 3 different people, go to one person. She got you. Get it all done for you at one time. Yeah, like I said, I'm feeling under the weather, so sorry if I went through this quick. But see you guys next week. Bye.